Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It is John the Ninja in the Dojo, aka the Dojang, aka the John the Ninja Studios. And for this one, this is my NFL jersey collection. I recently just completed it. Some of these I'm not even going to be owning by the time of this video being sent out because some of these are Christmas presents that I'm just getting rid of. I only bought them for a certain somebody that I was like, you know what, this is my friend, or some I just got for the hell of it, and others it's like, well, damn, I'm kind of stuck with it now. So I'll tell you exactly the stories behind the jersey. Some are very cool, some are just whatever. Let's get to it. So anyway, starting number one, you guys saw the Eagles jersey unboxing of my Terrell Owens, number 81. Well, this particular jersey I'm wearing right now, number 81 by the Cowboys, Terrell Owens. Hold on, gotta do a little back. Anyway, more importantly, this is my first NFL jersey, and the reason it means so much to me, this is a transition period. This jersey was bought when I want to say I was probably in 6th or 7th grade. What ended up happening, everybody knows that Terrell Owens had a falling out with the Eagles. He ended up getting picked up by the Cowboys, and he still had a pretty damn good career after that. So, me being a fan in Philadelphia, we watched the Super Bowl. We were crushed when the Patriots beat them. But a lot of the kids, mind you, we're all young. We're in the bully stage. We're really mean kids. I am being told by them, you can't be an Eagles fan, you suck, blah, blah, blah. But I would spit Eagles facts at them. I knew my football back then. And then we give me crap like, oh, you suck, you should pick another team, blah, blah, blah. So I was still a T.O. fan. So as soon as he moved to the Cowboys, that was my chance. And I made it a point for my 13th birthday to buy this baby. Oh, it was glorious. I walked into school wearing this. They were like, boo, boo. I loved it. I was the modern day heel. I was like Triple H in those hallways at that Christian school. So, let me see. This is a large. Now, for a large on me, I'm 5'5" now. And I was a really small kid back then. I'm a little fatter, but, even now, let's get this in perspective. This joint still don't fit. It don't fit like it should. It's still a little baggy, but I like that. I enjoy the old school 2000s baggy look. So with that said, I wore this jersey a lot. Every Thanksgiving I wear this jersey just to show some colors. At the time when I only had the one jersey for Super Bowl occasions, I would always wear the jersey in college. I made sure it was in school, safe and tucked away. So that was just something I believed that was a good idea. It's just like Super Bowl Sunday wear jersey. I do remember a story. One of my dorm mates, I can see their faces. I just can't remember their names. I know one was Derek. He was a tall guy. They were all lax guys. If you don't know what lax is, it's lacrosse. So I would come by the room every now and again. My roommate at the time, this is my freshman year, me and him didn't gel too well. It wasn't that we hated each other or didn't like each other. It's just some people you talk to and some people you don't. His name was Matt. He was a real cool dude. He just had his first kid. Congrats, bro. Back to the point. They had a authentic Reggie Bush jersey in their room. And they put it on the wall, little thumbtacks, and left it there. And I was like, that's really cool. I was like, that's real? He's like, yeah, man, it's real. I was like, yo, bro, I'm going to warn you, that you might want to take that down before somebody steals it. He's like, oh, nobody's going to steal it. So like a week or so later, I'm, typing on the computer. Derek walks in. He's like, John, I want to talk to you seriously. I was like, okay, bro. Now I'm a funny guy. I'm crazy as hell. So I was like, all right, I got to break character. And I said, what's up? He's like, did you steal my jersey? No. You sure? Swear to God. I don't even think I said that. I was like, yeah, I did not steal your jersey. He was like, huh, okay. Why, somebody steal? He's like, yeah, it's missing. I was like, well, did they leave a note? Did they leave it in cursive? Did they do this or that? He was like, yeah, they did. I'm starting to think you stole it. I was like, I didn't steal it, bro. You can go through my shit. I didn't. What did happen was a girl that liked one of them stole the jersey. Now, we're going on 4 months later when she admitted this, and he came into my room and, he said, hey, John, I want to apologize. I really thought you stole it, but you didn't. She admitted it. I'm sorry. I was like, no problem, bro. It's all good. But that's just a heads up, people. Lock your doors, okay? Don't trust nobody, even if they're your close. Oh, I got stories, but we're going to keep moving on. It's about the jerseys. Let's go on to the most recent one, the Terrell Owens 81 Eagles. I've always wanted a TO Eagles jersey. I'm happy I finally have it. You already saw the video, Lord willing. So let's put this one over here. This is one that was a little harder to find. It is authentic. The reason I say that is my cousin Brian. He's examined all of these jerseys. He is a jersey fanatic. He knows his NFL. Bastard's a Steeler, but that's not the point. The point is, all these have been verified to be real. I was questioning some of them. They might be, a little sketchy to me, but he said they were all 100% authentic jerseys. So, with that said, I always wanted a Donovan McNabb jersey. I feel like Donovan does not get the respect he is due. When he first came on the scene for Philadelphia, he was a force of nature. He was our AI for football. He was amazing, and nothing else can take away from the things he did, taking us to the Super Bowl, the hope he inspired. That was just an amazing team. McNabb, Owens, Hawkins, Westbrook, all the other guys. Heck, shout out to David Akers, the best kicker of all time. But it was really nice to finally get this one. I ended up getting this during the start of the pandemic of coronavirus. So this is probably March. This is probably picked up in April. I just saw it on Facebook Marketplace. The guy was giving it for $20. The size is extra large, but for some reason it fits like this jersey, so not much of a difference. The things that made me question it, other than the fact that I'm not familiar with Reebok jerseys, is number one, right here, this feels a little cheap, but after getting the Owens version, especially the Nike jersey, yeah, it's the same. It's nothing to worry about. Back to the McNabb. The only other issue I had with the jersey that made me question was you can't see it too well on this video, but there's a patch of gray along these lines, and just the way it's layered just looked a little fake to me. The numbers stitch on, feels great, looks great. The white's fine, the black's fine. It's just the little indentations in gray that made me question whether or not this was an authentic NFL jersey. Everything else checks out. The patch in the middle, if you see other videos, this little spot, they always look at this to see. And then plus, little patches down here have to be done a certain way. These all check out. The only thing I was questioning was the jersey. As soon as he saw it, he said, this is legitimate. You're good to go. So I'm happy I got my McNabb jersey. This one is going to be a Christmas present for my best friend, Dami. Dami is a Patriots fan, and his favorite player is Brady. The reason for this is Dami is an underdog, and Dami loves the underdogs. If you don't know Brady's story, he was an underdog. I don't even know what his story is other than the fact that he wasn't picked at a high spot. He was like third string. He was crap. He got one shot, and look what he is now. He's probably the greatest football quarterback of all time. It's mind-boggling. The things you can do when you give somebody a chance. When you get a chance, the things that can happen. So I found this during the pandemic too, because usually I got him Miami Heat jerseys, Dwayne Wade jerseys. I got himself personal jerseys. Just what can you not give the man? He makes a lot of money. But this one I feel like is something that's gonna. It was like, hey, okay, finally. This one is another large, also authentic. Again with the silver. It has the same lining, just like the Philadelphia Eagles one I just showed you, where the silver looks just a little off, and the numbers just, I didn't know. It just looked a little different to me. But everything else checks out. The crest here, the feel of the actual Patriot guy, just everything feels fantastic. Even the name on the back, this feels great. I did all the measurements. I went on YouTube. I checked them out. This is a legit Tom Brady jersey, circa God only knows when, but this is a large. It should fit him. But this is the second one. I won't be having this by the time this is released. So this one, actually, I got. The next one, I got only because I bought the Brady jersey and the person really didn't want it. For what reason, I have no idea. I have no clue what the guy had on it, that he just really wanted to get it away. But I did get this one for a sweet deal. I bought the Brady jersey for $30. I know the McNabb was $20. This guy gave me this one for $10. And this one is probably the best looking one I bought that wasn't in a store or via online. It is number 43 for the Steelers, Pittsburgh, Polamalu. And I'm not going to lie, this looks like a fly jersey. Now, the only thing I questioned about this particular jersey is most of the jerseys, especially for the Nike symbol, that are like this, usually have a patch for the Steelers right here, or maybe it's over here, Lord only knows. But considering that's the only thing missing, the numbers, perfect. The thing right here, which they have two different styles, this little spot right here feels phenomenal and it is right on par. Even the Polamalu name, just being in yellow, I say gold, either way, it looks phenomenal. So I can't really say that this is one of my favorite jerseys. I don't hate the Steelers. I just don't like them. But this is probably the best looking jersey I've copped because everything is legitimate to me on this one. I didn't even have to ask my cousin. I was like, bro, I'm just going to guess and say it's real. He actually might get this one for Christmas. If not, well, will. But for the most part, this is probably the best looking one I bought, just randomly that I didn't get at a store. This is the last NFL jersey I have. This is one that is special because it finally marked a achievement I was trying to hit. So, with that said, let me tell you what the jersey is, and then I will show you, tell you, give you a mental picture of why this jersey means a lot. This one is for what I say one of the greatest, and I mean greatest tight ends of all time, Mr. Jason Witten. I had so much respect for Jason Witten growing up. I remember watching a game where he had to sign a waiver, like if he gets hit wrong, he's going to die, and they can't sue him. And he's like, yep, here we go. Man was just a force. Him and Jeremy Shockey, I believe that was the name for the Giants tight end as well. Those guys were just some hard hitters, take no BS, bring it on, let's get this. So, this one is automatically known legit. It's an extra large. I don't know why I was thinking. Still somewhat young. It was 2016. I just graduated. Yeah, 2016, 2017, just graduated. I don't know why, but this was bought on, I want to say it was Fort Killeen. Yeah, I was at Killeen. So it was at Fort Hood when I bought this. And what happened was my mother, she was about to go overseas to Kuwait. She was technically still is in the United States military. And she was getting deployed to go overseas. Before she did, she was sent to Fort Hood. And that's where me and my dad flew out to for Thanksgiving to spend it with her before she went overseas and did the job and did her duty for her country. So I always wanted to go to Texas. I'm a huge King of the Hill fan. I still watch King of the Hill online. It is one of the best shows I've ever seen. I love the dry humor. I see a lot of shots and jabs at Christianity and just people in general. It makes me laugh and happy. So me finally having the opportunity to go to Texas, to actually, be at a city that was featured on the show. Like, there's so many things in Texas other than sports that, I just had things relate to. Like, oh, Eddie Guerrero, my favorite wrestler, is from El Paso, Texas. Oh, Texas is, they have Houston, for the NASA situations that were going on and this and that. And there's so much history in Texas. So me and my dad flew out there. We drove to Killeen, and we were in Fort Hood for a little bit. And I went to the shop, and I wanted to buy an authentic Cowboys jersey in Texas. And I only wanted Witten's. I think Romo was probably still playing at the time, but I wanted Witten's. So I walk into the store. I take out this very credit card right here. This very one right here. And I go, I'm buying this one. My parents are like, okay. So I go to swipe. Denied. You know what? I'll, just try it one more time. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Denied. Could you try one more time? I'm starting to understand the jokes when people are like being dicks about it. Like, it was denied. I'm not going to try it again. And you're like, well, just try it again. So I called my company and they said they didn't know I was in Texas, even though I told them. And they declined everything. And I couldn't use my card for like a week. So I was like, shit. So at my dismay, my mom and dad bought me a jersey at 24. It was fine. But another fun part of that story is that same day I woke up, they were playing King of the Hill on Adult Swim. It was the episode where Hank's dad was trying to kill Castro. So they go to San Antonio and all that. And that was the same day, get this correlation, Castro passed away. He died. Now, icing on the cake, John and the family, along with Nick Vidro, my mom's friend's son, who happened to be stationed there at the same time, we go in San Antonio for the day. Whoa! Oh, that was such a good feeling. We get to San Antonio. My parents let us loose after we go to the Alamo, which I got to say was a really cool experience, actually getting to visit. And if you know anything of the history, just growing up, other than Davy Crockett and Jim Bowie and all that, it was a really cool thing to just see how that whole story unfolds, because you only get a small glimmer in the history books compared to like, okay, well, at this point Santa Anna kind of had a point, like that is their land, and then just, but you know what, you feel real patriotic knowing that Americans stood up for something. So after that, me and him, we walked around the city, tried finding new spots and sites, and I think my favorite part was we walked into a hotel there. There's a creek. I don't know how you would explain it, but it's like man-made, and there's just water, and it goes into a hotel. So me and him snuck onto the elevator, and we got up a couple stories, where places we couldn't be, because you need a card to use those elevators. So security was fast as hell. I'll give him that. Dude saw us, he's like, yeah, guys, sorry, we're closed upstairs. You got to go back down because something's happened. He's like, oh, no problem. Like, he could have easily just kicked us out and made it an issue. So, that was my fun day in Texas. But that is my NFL jerseys. Which jerseys do you have? Which ones would you like to purchase from me if you're interested? Let me know. And more importantly, just leave a comment, share, like something. Look what happens when you share. I can afford an extra light bulb now. It didn't flicker once. So, guys, I enjoy the fact that you guys watch these, and thank you for your support. I really, really do appreciate it. Most importantly, please just leave a comment. What jerseys do you have? Did you see anything that would validate my cousin saying that they're authentic, or are they all fake? Am I full of it? And I just wasted a lot of money. Let me know. Until next time, guys, God bless you. I'm John the Ninja, and as always, stay safe. I'll see you next time.